What is going on, guys? Assassin here with some more Horizon Forbidden West. Picking up where we left off. Yeah, going over to this thing.
Bad feeling about this. I don't know. Looks the same as before.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about it as well, Aloy. So yeah, we gotta interact with this thing.
Pull this thing out of me. What?
Okay. What's that?
Transmission.
Ah, shit. Follow it! Oh. No, my weapon!
No, he wouldn't. He couldn't. Something was transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
No. Oops, my bad. So yeah, as we saw from the whatchamacallit cutscene, the opening, Silas used a machine and captured Hades, and
This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now.
a mirror.
I might be able to climb up the scaffolding at the base of the spire.
It nearly killed me, but you know, it's just a piece of shit now.
Is that a statue of me?
Yeah, we saw this last episode as well.
New?
Saw Aloy's beautiful face as well, but the statue.
I guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong.
Okay, enough of this.
Especially when my job's only half done.
I don't know. Let's get up to the statue, or whatever we gotta do. Inspire.
Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me.
Use another camera left for another timing. Oh, this way. Tap, no touching. Check Torino. Take that. Okay. What now? Oh, okay. I got you. I see you. Oops, my bad.
Should be able to jump back and reach those ropes behind me.
Where now? They're taking a little bit to get used to, but nothing too much of a problem. Pullcaster. Alright, we gotta... What are we gonna do with it? This thing? Give me a you bitch.
There we go.
A big, strong arms.
Now, I'm gonna cross over to the spire.
Oh. That is a plan. That is a very good point. Okay, focus.
Looks like I can use my Pullcaster on that. Should be able to get up there now.
Really? Okie dokie, I guess so.
I thought Silence was helping me when he gave me his lance. Looks like he tricked me. It transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades? Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down.
Mother.
Hopefully the transmission note at the top will tell me.
You gotta be kidding me. Now I gotta do all this all over again. Okay, Aloy. Listen, I get you're upset, but that doesn't mean you gotta jump around like a monkey. What am I even doing? What am I doing? Okay, one step at a time. Go up the pole. become a stripper, jump to that, there you go, bada bing, bada boom, jump on this, bop, no, no. Okay, so you actually have to look at the stuff, it just doesn't automatically latch you onto. It probably should have been obvious. And just, that one's on me. That one's on me, Chief. I'm an idiot. What can you do? When you're as stupid as me, I hope you're not stupid. So, that's a real problem. Okay. Back here. Jump to that. There we go. We're a god. Let's go, lads. Climbing up this giant tower. What's his face betrayed us? I actually don't know. All I know is he wants Hades probably do his bidding or something.
Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside?
Haha, bitch. I'm too good at this game. I'm amazing. Don't mind the previous times that I failed it.
An elevator? Let's see.
Oh, please. Oh. Yeah. Walking can be such a pain in the ass.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Karja will make of this.
Oh. Probably not good. Take me to the very top. Hello? Anyone up here?
There's the note.
Why the fuck did I come up here again? Just let me do my wizard magic. You're a wizard, Aloy.
Sword of the Far West.
Shut up.
Well, Aloy,
Figured
I
it
see
out.
you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my rules.
You rigged the lands to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless. You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why to obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding.
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So
What
once
an
your
asshole.
anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West and learn all that I've discovered?
No.
Oh, I'll come find you, alright.
That's the name of the
Yes.
game, Horizon Forbidden West.
And the coordinates make it simple enough. Even for you.
What's that supposed to mean? You calling me stupid? I'm so angry, I'm gonna kick something. What's a child? I need to kick that shit. Just spawns a baby on the top. Just punts it halfway across the world to the Forbidden West. Hits Silas in the head. It's just like, why is there a baby? Also, I kind of had a feeling that Silas was evil. I mean, I feel like that's a main thing
I'll
with
let Varl and Murad know what I found.
what's evil, super evil villains. I don't know if he's evil, but I'm just gonna assume he's evil. Like, they always like try and do this, oh, I want knowledge, so for knowledge I'm gonna do this, and then they become bad in it. It's always
You
for
went
knowledge.
inside it,
Or
and
'cause
it
their family's
transformed.
dead.
Almost like the day of the battle. I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. and I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called forbidden for a reason.
No, you don't
Tribe of
say.
ferocious warriors
I
controls
thought it
much
was
of
called the West
It's enough.
because it wasn't
They allow
forbidden
no
and
trespassers
it was
past
a
its
nice
border.
place.
That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated. And indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tanakh might grant right of passage instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
Hey, it's something.
Aloy,
Oh, it's the little guy we
It's
saved
good to see
or I
you
saved
left in
last.
such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank
Can
you.
we
Shoot the champion spear now, please? Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear
Alright.
gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace, but I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but I... Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick, better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Hell yeah. I get upgrades. Give me that. I'm gonna put it on. And
Try
I'm
it
gonna
on.
be a queen. A goddess, even.
It's
Hell yeah.
beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Bow to me. I am your master. Okay. I have so much power now.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come
Yes,
speak to
thank
me
you.
when you're ready to depart.
Also, they're called my servants. Get it right? Varl's like, Aloy, when did you become such a bitch?
I need to attach the master override to my new spear.
Got it, fuck you.
Should be a workbench around here I can use.
Shipments continue to arrive weekly from Cutcliffs, and another band of awesome...
Okay, let me talk to people. Hello.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger, twice the size, covered in gold and jewels.
That would be
But I
necessary.
was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I had hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger, but it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
By the sun, that's a knock? Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Oh, choices. No.
When you say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. The Asuram, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tanakh. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
I love the little kid in the background just like, Mom, look, I'm holding a spear. I'm gonna kill someone.
How did you get the Tanakh to talk again after the war?
The same way I got you to talk. By giving gifts.
The Tanakh like tiaras?
More like metals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tenakth want lasting peace.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Well, just like today, it is special because of the guest.
Thank
Our
you.
delegation will meet with the Tenakth just
Oh, you
outside
talking
Valor.
about me? Fuck.
We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner.
Oh, you
Fashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier. Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Fashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
Your cousin, Fashav. How long has he been a Tenakth captive?
5 years. Tenakth emissaries swear
This
he is
kid
well.
keeps
but
picking up the spear
I
and
wonder.
dropping it. It's pissing me off.
That tribe is renowned for its brutality.
It's like,
How
either
did
use
he
it or
survive?
don't, kid. Are you gonna be a battle warrior or you're not? Fucking choose.
Well, I'll know soon enough.
It's like,
If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
also, Sing, I didn't realize until like a YouTuber actually mentioned it, and now seeing it is actually kind of annoying. If Aloy would turn her head, thank you. How does that focus fit on her head? It's not connected to anything. It's just like floating there. Unless it's just like a fucking, you know, those things you stick on refrigerators and they just stick, unless it's just one of those where she just sticks it on her head and it's just like, okay.
Itaman looks happy.
You got him out of Sunfall.
He looks happy.
Any happiness he
He
has
doesn't know how
goes
to
to you.
fucking use a spear though, but he looks happy. That
He's
kid's
turning
got
into a
that.
fine young man, which he'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen.
Yeah.
Murad keeps throwing noble matches at me, but I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not. At any rate, I never aspired to the throne, and I don't wish to sit there forever. When Itaman comes of age, I hope to step aside. Free of the crown. I might finally be able to travel the world. Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
Now you're gonna die.
You make it sound easy. I need to get going.
One moment, Aloy. There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again. I'm not trying to stop you, or hold you back. But I need to know,
No, I don't like
when
you.
your mission is over, will you return to Meridian
Oh,
and stay? Long enough for us to spend time to
You definitely
get to know
wanna
each other
give him
properly,
my
perhaps.
Oh shit. Okay, okay. That's my approach. Language express compassion or give voice to deepest convictions.
Avad, the situation calls for
Oh yeah, it's
a
about to...
higher perspective. The threat I'm facing endangers not just Meridian, but a lot of other places too. A lot of innocent people. What happens between us, it's not important.
Damn,
At
Aloy.
least, not yet.
Just rejected his
You're
ass.
right. I'm acting like a fool. It's supposed to be the king who calls for a higher perspective.
Oh, no, I kind of feel bad.
Please accept my apology,
Oh, Aloy.
and my wishes for your success.
Whatever.
Goodbye, Aloy. As always, our hopes ride with you.
I feel bad now. God damn it. But he's... But at the same time, I don't feel bad because my ship is with Aloy and Aaron. Aaron! Okay, fuck you. Okay, how many other people I gotta talk to? I just need to look around. Okay, you, that. I think that's everyone. So, okay. I wonder why am I even off to the memorial place.
Honoring those who fell in the Battle of the Elite. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades.
I'll talk to you guys.
Machine carcasses. Remnants from the Battle of the Elite.
Just start stepping on them.
We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled.
Also, they're really
We
giving
pushed through.
Aloy the Naruto treatment. Like, literally, first they treated her like shit. Literally, she was an outcast. And now they're just praising her and, like, thinking she's their god. Goddess, whatever.
Dowager Queen Nasadi.
Blessed champion. Itaman, what do you say?
Wait.
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Itaman.
Mom, did I say it right? Please.
Champion, will you teach
I
me
don't want
to
to
shoot
get.
like
I
a
don't
real
want to
machine
take it
hunter?
to the dungeon again.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
Try not to die.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget.
May
May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
Thank you. I forgot about those. Now you scared me. I wonder if those I don't think they are, but I wonder if those choices are actually because I played the previous game and they transferred to this game, or they're just there. I think they're just there. I don't know.
There. A workbench.
Who are you? Oh, Vanessa.
That's it. Vanessa.
Vanessa, yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it. Even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to. And it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress. Please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
You know how I said Aaron is the ship? I'm thinking it was gonna call it Aloy and Vanasha is the ship. Is that? That's probably bad. I love how she poked him like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Oh,
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor. That means people actually have to listen to him talk? May the sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Itaman. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
I never pictured you as a nanny. Itaman must be special.
Hold on now. I'm not entirely domesticated. Nasadi was the Mad Sun King's wife. She has enemies. I've had to foil a plot or 2.
Right. You can try to hide it, but inside, you're as soft as a silk pillow.
Oh, you have no idea.
Huh? Oh dear.
We were talking about Itaman?
Yeah. Okay, I admit it. Itaman's cute. He's fun. And he looks up to me. I like him. Except when he forgets to wash his hands after hooking worms in that muddy garden behind a Celeria. Blech.
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Karja?
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow. So the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uther to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cuddly here refused. Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
Well, I know, you're out. Go, away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, little huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
I'll try to. Depends if I come back or if I'm dead. Which, at this point, either is really possible. Here's weapons. Upgrade my spear. Make it extra pointy. Spear upgrade. Special. I got it. Special gear, rare. Installs a master override and new module to enable the build-up and release of kinetic energy in combat. Have no idea what any of that means, but I can upgrade them and put on.
Okay. Master override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy. Resonator.
Savior, I hope all is
Should
well
help in a
with
fight.
Thank you. So Master Override makes us be able to like use the machines as mounts. Which is pretty cool.
Are you ready to go? Or
Yes.
do you need a little more time?
I want to stay longer. I don't want to leave them. Nah, I'm gonna head out.
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
This ain't Fortnite. This is...
Actually,
Horizon
it
Forbidden
might be
West.
better to rest here tonight.
Hey!
Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Okay. Thank you. Oh god, we're sleeping in the dungeon. I'm sorry I kicked the apples out your hand. I'm just... Okay. You fucking idiot, Carl. You're not even gonna eat that? I'm... Let me sneak away while he's not... while he's sleeping. Bye, bitch. Have a nice nap. I'm gonna be 50 miles away from you by the time you wake up. Let's go, we got some music. I don't even care if I get copyrighted. Please don't copyright me, YouTube. That was a joke. But I do love the music, bro. This is amazing. Oh! Got it, it's all beautiful. I love the switches of scenes as well. or the transitions, I mean. Oh, we're in the snow. Well, I love this type of music in video games. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. It's so good. Oh yeah, that's where we battle to the death. Oh yeah, whenever they put these like any type of music and like these like transitions at the start of the game, it's so cool. Var wakes up. Aloy, I'm ready. Wait. Fuck! She left me. Got it.
I long to reach the other, to find the path we lost.
Either that or when we get to the forward and west, imagine while I sit there, it's like, thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
If I'm broken, if I'm torn, the wave inside my soul carries all I know. Who can take my hand in the flight?
So beautiful! Title scream, hi boo! Horizon Forbidden West. I don't even know where we're going, but I'm excited.
Sparks to steel.
She's like, who the fuck are you? Or he. I don't know what that she's.
Never seen anyone use one of those to get around.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good.
I can handle machines.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chain Scrape sounds the all clear.
Alright, how much money you want?
I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Well, but then who would crank it back up? Fine.
I like this guy.
Though, should anyone ask, it might be best to say you forced me.
Alright, held you at gunpoint.
I see smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
Sorry, my thing's disconnected.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones, and lots of them. Bristlebacks, they're called. Strangeness is, they're not native to the Daunt. Just showed up.
So
all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Well, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. Boss of Chain Scrape. He is
it's so beautiful. Like, look at the fog up there.
His idea.
Like, it's so good.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja's son priest. Cranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it.
Great.
If you don't do as I say immediately, the Sun King himself shall hear of your insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent, exposed to attack. I might have died.
Oh, boo-hoo for you.
Oh,
You had to
me you
shiver in
refused
the
to
tent.
transport, but not this... what? This Nora girl? This savage? Aside, scallywag.
I'll show you
What is-
savage in a second.
That's Aloy.
Studious Wadis.
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Really?
Yeah, bitch.
Well,
Bow to
that
me.
lessens the insult, I suppose.
On your
Okay, here
knees,
for the
maggot.
AC
Okay.
Barrelight.
Sorry,
Yeah,
the power
here,
is getting
Surge.
to my head.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did Ahriman proclaim the Sun Priests most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See, Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know? Where is Erend? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less scroll.
Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis sent Aaron and another vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey!
If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna shove that scroll so far
Down
up
the
your ass,
valley then?
gonna be speaking
Yeah,
scroll.
said they checked the ruins on the left bank for tracks. Take it from there.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith and chain scrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Thanks. I'll find Erend and I'll bring him back. Hey! Where do you think you're going?
What? To the top of the ridge. To wait in safety.
Nah, nah,
Sorry.
nah, nah.
Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why? Why?
Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to chain scrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Erend, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
If such be the will of the sun.
Aloy's got those feisty eyes. I love her. Okay, what do we... oh, right. Goddamn it. Give me the loot. Oh! Oh, you... Oh, there it was.
I gotta find Erend. But it might be good to hit chain scrape first and upgrade my bow.
What's up, bitch? Why not?
If you'll excuse me, I need
Okay,
to...
fuck you.
Contemplate.
Oops.
Can't do much without ammo.
Ooh, our first save of the game. Oh, we can fast. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna save real quick. But yeah, I love you even more game. Last game, you had to, what's gonna call it? Use packs to fast travel. But now that it's free, I am happy. I'm happy. Yeah. I am a happy camper. Ooh, 4. Fuck, I forgot I have no arrows. Back, you little shit. Where are you? Give me your meat. Thank you. I don't know why I'm going up here, but I am. go from here? Oh. Why did I come up here? That's why. Ooh, there's a quest over here.
Make an interesting color for my armor. Smoke. I wonder where it's coming from.
I don't really want to go over there quite yet. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. It's all going wrong, it's all going wrong, it's all going wrong. Oh yeah! That's...
These machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe.
Oh! Where the fuck did the third one come from? I swear to God, if I die from use from all the stuff that I just accomplished, I'm going to be very mad. Where the fuck was that? Ah, shit! God. Such a pain in the ass.
This'll be my stash when I need it.
This guy. Gonna grab that.
Gemstone. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. I wonder if merchants would be interested.
That's what she said! Well, you have found a piece of rare like resource and all over the thing can be used for upgrading. So, I don't know, an outfit for trading with specific merchants. Right. What is this? Oh, it's a chain scrape. So this way? I guess this is
It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Aaron.
Can I loot this?
took it
No.
down? That must be chain scrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Hell yeah.
Ground soaked with acid. Did the bristlebacks do this?
Why am I collecting rocks? I don't know.
Cook should know what to do with this.
Outlander approaching.
That the savior? Wanna come in,
well,
savior?
Yeah.
Welcome to Chainscrape, savior.
Open up, guys. Jor's orders.
Good enough for me.
Let me in.
By the forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
Oh, is it
It's
you?
nice to see you too.
I think I remember
Not a
you.
moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh.
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
Ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. Gotta move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I
Well,
like
this
Petra.
Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Yes! That's why we came here. I totally knew that.
Whatever you're having.
Whatever you're... Okay.
Workbench is free if
Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Ooh, upgrade. Okay, so weapon upgrade. What's this special gear? All right, you get pouch upgrades. Can I upgrade? Can't upgrade my pouch. Can craft those potions. Blast trap. Outfit. Let's worry about weapons first. So, bow upgrade. Okay. Gives us a little bit more damage. Okay. Let's just upgrade. Upgrade complete. Weapon stats improved. New weapon attributes. Acid Hunter arrows. Pog. Let's upgrade again. I didn't see what that said, but I'm gonna assume it's awesome. Can we upgrade, yeah, Frost as well? Okay, I can't upgrade that. What about armor? Nora Anointed. I think that's everything. I never did. An ammo that deals acid damage is now available in your inventory. Use your focus to scan enemies and see if they are weak to acid. Hitting enemies with acid will build up to the corresponding state of your. Once in this state, an enemy's armor takes damage over time and reduces damage. Shoot acid canisters with acid arrows to detonate them and trigger large elements of food. Nice.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Not yet. We just got here.
Seriously?
This is your stash. It can be found in every settlement as well as many other locations throughout the world. When you gather items beyond your carrying capacity, extra item will be sent to your stash. From here you can retrieve items individually or restock all your resources by holding square. By upgrade your pouches at the workshop, you can increase your carrying capacity. Oh yeah, babe. Oh right, I got this armor for pre-ordering the game. Okay, yeah. And then a spear. But I literally just upgraded my armor. God damn it. Champion spear, fuck. Anointed. Legacy. Looking fancy! Okay, we can upgrade twice. Now I can't upgrade anymore. Can I upgrade my spear? I don't think I can. So many side quests.
Hey, Milda. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special group. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients. A few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Smildiff. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
Don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Finally! Gotta keep going!
Okay, that's one quest. Then we gotta get like a couple more. We're gonna be Shut up.
Anyone see where I put my drink?
On the same side here, Alden. The bristlebacks threaten us.
What do you want, Alden? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olfant Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal. You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osserum laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle.
Yes.
Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
I never forget. I think.
You're over here, right?
I hope Corvin and the others...
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but... Olvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvin and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Carja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvin?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin... his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Hi. Hello, excuse me. Okay, let's do the bristleback. It's the closest near the.
I know everyone wants to. I can take her. Next round's on me.
I am most certainly.
Oh, I'm back.
Savior! Over here! Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Olvin's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return.
Cut out, fuck.
Help me shut Ulvund up.
You don't gotta say
What is
that twice.
this
I'll do it.
concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Oversee it was
But you're like...
Ulvund's. He's... I'll find... I have...
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Nah. No. I'm gonna grab this real quick.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Moldov.
Well, shit. That was the big haul. All I need is one more flower.
It's a Tanakh game.
Change your mind about
Any
that brew?
tribe can enjoy it. Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
That's what they all say.
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set. A Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark.
She
I'll
looks
give you
way
something
too
special
happy.
if you win it
Kinda
on my
creepy.
boards, too.
Oh god, what did I sign myself up for? You know, I don't think I want to fucking...
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first.
Of
Since
course
this
you
is
do.
your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
So I can only move 2, right?
Just need to move that machine forward, Red.
Oh.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough. When performing, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This and your current machine has 2 points
I tried
of
to press
attack power.
attack and it just skipped what he said.
So in total,
she said,
your machine's combat power equals
My bad.
2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Nope.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean.
You're just trying to get me killed, lady.
That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean.
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button.
Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner!
No.
That wasn't
Hell
so
yeah.
hard, was
Get
it?
shit on,
Just
even though that was just a
always check for the
tutorial,
best
bitch.
terrain to
Yeah.
attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after.
She's like,
night of
please get me
machine
the fuck
hunting,
out of here. I don't want to hear this girl
boo-hopping.
talk about pieces
No need to
anymore.
thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got
No.
plenty of other boards.
No.
I could even teach you a few more tricks
No.
if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
No, I want to play! God damn it, Skid. You're one step closer to mastering the game of Machine Strike. No, I'm done.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay. Wait, what were we, who, what? Yeah, God damn it, here. Oops. Okay, yeah, so the bristlebacks is the closest. 2 levels! I also just realized it's a level 7 mission, and I'm only a level 3, so this is gonna go loud, honestly. Like, I have no, wait, that was all the side quests here, right? I think so.
Pleasant day to you.
Like, honestly, I have no doubt in my mind that this is just gonna go perfectly well, and nothing's gonna go wrong whatsoever, and I'm gonna get me a mount, because I don't want to, you know, kind of.
One moment.
Why is it that one? Why is it that? Oops, nope, that's wrong. Wrong button, wrong. Why is it circle now? Out of my way, charge, bitch.
Looks like some sort of quarry.
Okay, I'm gonna try this out, and if it goes to shit, then we'll do this latest.
Javad said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley. Okay, I think I have enough bitter leaf.
Okay.
Stuff for the stash.
Get all of the ritual.
Dead bristleback by the falls. Now check it out.
Where am I going? Oh, ah, fuck you. I think I'm just going this way, honestly. I don't know.
You get a strong color out of this. Another dead bristleback?
Hello?
I've charged off the cliff above. I should keep going up the trail.
I know my man's gonna lose me.
An old mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? But how?
I don't know.
Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt.
What is this? There's a over yeah. Ah! Excuse me, damn it. Hello?
The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way.
This way? Okay.
There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebacks. So they did come through here. They must have gotten trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around.
I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just heading in a direction. That didn't work.
Should use shock ammo.
About that.
dead bristleback down there? The cart tracks must have given way under it.
Okay, yeah, fuck I'm gonna do this. Where the fuck am I? Let's try this. And this. Where's your weak spot? Your horns seem to be only. What the? That was effective. Hey buddy, how'd you like to come up here? Stupid. It didn't really go as planned. He was supposed to die in the trap. Oh, that was the plan. But he kind of dodged the trap. He didn't really die.
Need to act suspicious.
Hi, buddy. Oh, that was an easy, nice. Weak spot. Is he dead? Oh. Stupid.
Okay. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from.
Recoil is now available in your unlocked coil slots on your weapon by upgrading them. Recoil slots you loot or purchase improvement. I did loot this one real quick. I looted. I don't know.
There's a lot of smoke. Looks like the mine runs pretty far back.
That's a lot of bombs as well.
There's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. So it's addressed to Olvend. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. They must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
Can I teleport there? It said I could teleport, right? That's not what I meant to open. There's no campfire there? Oh, no, there is a campfire. Oh. No, you still need to use travel packs. God damn it. I thought I was rid of those. I guess you can only fast travel for, campfires for free when you're near a campfire. I mean, makes sense now that I think about it. Shit, that hurt. I accidentally hit my fucking leg against it. Slow ass fucking loading screens. If only I was on PS5 though. I'd probably have like 10 times faster loading. Alright. Press the button. There we go. Oh, go, go, go. God damn it. I'm back.
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. I need to go.
Of course.
If I'm gonna find out where the bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
No! I never seen this. Okay, so that just continues on with the main story. Any other... Alright, I gotta do the guy's errand. On hold. I love how it says that. Ow, that's a scavenger site. Okay, so that's along the way. Wait, that is that quest, right? That's courage. Deep shot, yeah.
Genius, you know?
Easy there, Red.
I want another cup of whatever. Salutations to you.
Why can't I talk to you?
Lovely sister.
Excuse me, sir.
Never fear, my lady. You have found me.
Oi,
Hammer and tongs.
you're that
I've
war
seen you
machine
before.
hunter.
I don't, whatever. Hopefully I can get a horse along, or a charger along the way. Where am I going? Where am I going this way?
Let me see those stars.
Okay.
Always in a hurry, aren't ya? Gotta be more
On foot. Got it.
No room on me. I can send it to my stash.
Any mounts? I don't see any mounts. Just picking up resources right now. I should upgrade my my pouch as well. What a... No. I heard a boar, but he's probably long gone by now.
Scavengers. Moldov said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles. Could try using acid ammo.
No, suck it. Where's that boar? There it is.
If I find where these machines are made, I might wonder where I can I think that has everything I need for Moldov. Good thing too. Here's a decent meal.
Should I battle him? No, there's way too many for me to battle. But the resources...
Acid's eating away at it. Now to follow up.
I'm not eating away! Oh, no! Yeah. Yeah, run away, coward. Damn, you sniped me. Fight, you're dead. Fuck with me, you get the fist of fury.
Got it.
No, no, no. I love how they all dipped on their buddy, or I don't think I killed them. Where? Oh, there they are. Really? They're like, yeah, John's dead. John, he was an asshole. I kill him? I don't think so. Hell, I don't think. Oh god, he came out like from the fucking shadows. He was waiting. You guys see that? He was like, psych, motherfucker.
Cooked it.
Yeah, you guys, you know what, you... Ah, oops, my bad. Okay. I think that's all of them. Either that or there's one lurking around somewhere.
I'll put these in my pack.
Okay. That was one hectic run. Oh wait, I forgot. We still have something to do up here. We're not quite done with stuff here yet. Okay. Just gonna avoid that one. Pick up a rock along the way.
This must be the mine Arnav told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble.
Snipe that bitch. Where'd you fall though? I wanted to meet. I'm disappointed. I did an amazing
That looks like the foreman Arnav mentioned.
What off?
I should check in with him.
Oh, this guy. I was like, wait, who?
Stay with me.
You good?
I'm okay. Thank you, Corvin.
Corvin? Arnav sent me. I'm...
Not now.
Ah, shit. He died.
Easy. What happened?
Explosion in the mine. Water flooded the whole place. Some of my guys are still... They're still down there. I can't stop.
You've done enough.
You've done enough damage for today. Get the fuck out.
Are you hurt?
I'll live. The others. Please.
I need to know exactly what happened.
We used controlled blast to open up new veins in the mountain. One of them must have gone wrong. I can't... I have to go.
I need to know exactly what happened.
We use controlled black. One of them.
How many are still down there? Corvin, how many?
Two. Two, I think. Two more.
I'll do what I can.
I'm going down. They're probably dead.
Gotta find those two miners. Quick.
Yeah, jump. Die! I'm probably gonna join them being cool. No,
Hello? Can anyone?
Hello, can anyone? Can anyone hear me? Also, give me this shit. No, I want it. I want it.
Refreshing. Yes.
I will get it. Maybe. Thank God. Oh my fucking God, Aloy. I swear to God, if you don't get your ass up. Oh wow, you can actually use it underwater now. Before, I don't think you could. Let me get the water real quick. And I'm heading back down. Should I head to that growth actually? I'm intrigued. If I could find it. I don't even know if I... I'm gonna die. Salty way to air. I don't know how to swim. Okay. Oh my God. Aloy. Jesus Christ. This woman. Okay, so you can't do anything with that. Okay.
The miners. One of them doesn't look too good. Are you okay?
Who are you?
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but the scaffolding didn't hold. It collapsed. I think it blocked the drainage shaft. Water started flooding the place as quick as I drink ale. barely managed to drag us here.
So something's keeping the water inside the tunnels.
What are you thinking?
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Are there more explosives?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, should still be some up top, but you'll need these fuses.
Are you
Oh,
crazy?
hell yeah.
You can't move, and I'm not leaving you. It's not like she can make things worse.
You
Don't
shouldn't
go
have said that.
I need to find whatever's blocking.
And then, I want up. Jesus
Made it.
So he's gonna give me a heart attack, and this isn't even a horror game.
There's the debris blocking the shaft. If I can reach those explosives up on that track, maybe I can blast through the blockage.
And, okay. How would you jump to that? I'll take that. Go up. Up there you go. One step, two step, three step more.
Burrowers. Maybe I can swim past him next.
Swim past, you said? Up.
Okay then.
Well, this didn't take long. Ow. You know what?
I'm not giving up.
What the fuck? Good. Ah! Down! God.
That's all of them. Now to find a way out of this room.
So annoying.
I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where this leads.
Leads to loot, that's for sure.
Send this to my stash. There's the explosives, up on the track. Just need to get across somehow. Might be a good idea to drop that ladder.
Haha, I used my brain for once. No! Oh my god. Good thing I dropped the ladder, right, man? Could've had that too, and then I panicked, and then I
Wish to have some of the sweat.
I didn't know that, Ava. But okay. Do not move. Oh my god, I actually got it back up here. I'm gonna make a fire, bitch. I don't know if I screwed everyone or if I made it better. I did it good.
Did the trick?
What?
Oh, guess that got its attention.
Okay. Hey, stupid, I'm over here. Not so stupid, don't worry.
Last one.
Of course I'm over here. Give me that critical strike. How does it feel to get double element hit? Of course there's a third. A limb burger.
That's all of them. Now let's go check on those miners. Cannot get up there. The fuck do I... I'm lost.
Come on, climb up. I'm like so damn confused right now. It's probably really obvious too, but I'm just too stupid to understand. Wasn't there one more somewhere around here? She has strong bones. Aloy has strong bones. Oh, it's yes. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I'm getting up there.
She's so dead.
We don't know that.
Yeah, guys, I'm dead.
Looks like everyone's okay.
I can't believe we're not gonna die!
You're telling me. You did it.
I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
Mm-hmm. My bad. Seems like my job here is done.
I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. I knew we were blasting too much, but the man who staked the claim here, Ulvund, he kept pushing and pushing me. I tried to shield my crew from his constant demands every damn day. I should have been stronger.
You were there for your crew when they needed you. That counts for something.
Ulvund can threaten me all he wants. I am not letting my people back into those mines.
Will you be all right?
Yes. I can take it from here. You are owed, Huntress.
Thank you. I'll take that in cash. Sorry.
Ulvund's name keeps coming up. And it's never good. Sooner or later, someone's gonna have to deal with him.
Ah, nice. I unlocked face paint. What's a pot shit? Get rid of that, and can't do that one because we gotta put this in the story. Where's the fire? A lot of progression this episode, at least in terms of side quests. I haven't really did anything main story this episode, but I've been having a lot of fun. Hope you guys have been enjoying it as well. loading screen. Taking 50 million hours just to load. I'm back! Actually, before I do that... What did I... Oh, I got that. Good. Oops, I did not want to... No, wait. Yeah, I do. I want the one I have it, but... Ash to champion sphere, hunter. Okay. Yeah, I forgot I got upgrades as well. Oh, so this is the skill tree thing, I guess. You have earned your first skill point. Skill points are gained by leveling up and completing quests and objectives. Use the skill tree to tell. No! God damn it. Increases range, combat, effectiveness, and improves weapon stamina. Okay, no, not that much. Increases your concentration when applying. So I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna do medical berries provide more health and heal you faster. Science strikes deal more damage, approach an enemy and detect it in one pro. I'll definitely want that. Life damage while mounting is also good. Trapper. Place traps faster in the field. That's also good. I didn't get it. First strike an enemy with melee attacks to build up energy on your spear, then when fully charged, tap on energize your target's weapon, switch to a bow and shoot it. Do a large amount. Oh, that's dope. I'm probably gonna do that. That's cool. I think I can get most of it. I think I'm only gonna be missing one, so let me decide on which one I want. I might get this one because I like healing faster. But this one is also good. The take less damage on mounts. I'm gonna get berries. Yeah, let me turn in this place.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
Nice.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each
so
journey
devious.
begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
So,
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
get it. That looks so good. Holy shit. I want some. Hand it over. Hand
Wow. Mildif, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
He's just gonna start shitting everywhere. Hey, we get scope.
Right on time.
Food provides temporary benefits and skill boosts. And meal has reduced your concentration recovery. Ingredients to cooks. throughout the world. Nice. Also, yeah, we got a lot more skill points. Also, this is at least what I heard from a YouTuber. They said that, or he said that, whatchamacallit, Quest in Horizon Forbidden West now, like, reward a lot more. And at least from what I've seen, they really do, which is awesome. You get skill points now. I'm assuming for each quest, whatchamacallit, side quest you do, at least from what I've seen, because I literally only did like a couple. But if that is the case, that's awesome. You got rewarded with side quests in Zero Dawn as well, but I think it was like very little. Okay, nice heal, or less damage. I'm gonna level up Hunter again. Less slowly. I didn't like, no. Wait, what? No, not the, get him. This is Valor Surge. Learn all three connected skills to automatically unlock it. Equip a Valor Surge to use it. Valor Surge are powerful special abilities that require a buildup of Valor to use. Earn Valor throughout various actions in combat, like removing components, target weak points, and defeating enemies. Okay, I want to look at this. Okay, concentration faster. Concentration depletes more slowly, prolonging the. I think I'm gonna get this one. And then this one. Oh, that one. God damn it. A powerful melee combo common amongst North warriors, just one knocking down small machines with staggering them. Immediately break an enemy's weapon guard and leave them vulnerable to follow-up attacks. I'm gonna got them. Remove more and higher quality resources when the chest and tripwires. Wait, what was the other one? I didn't even see it. Craft tools and fat. Oh, that's nice. Automatically recover health sooner when in the critical state. Is this more damage? These are all good. It's between stealth maybe survivor. I think I'm gonna go for survivor. Okay. Okay, there's a bunch of unknown as well.
Be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out. And see what else Eldif's cooking up.
Oh, hi!
Just head over here.
Be welcome, Aloy.
I grabbed this
Hello
real
there.
quick.
Can't recall seeing you here before.
Bye, bye. Oh, you want to Yay!
Where are you off to?
I guess we're following this,
Is that a tripwire? Whole area's rigged with them. It's always something.
Hold tight. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Start yelling back.
Guardians could teach me how to override these machines. That's the last one.
Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
Okay. Right after I loot them. I don't know why I thought I could pick it up.
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the
I have a
dawn,
name.
you're gonna want a tripcaster.
Ooh,
Not
yeah,
just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Olvend.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulven discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got in all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Aaron headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Tripcasters allow you to place various types of tripwires. Tap R2 while aiming to set up the first anchor point, then aim and fire to place the second. There is a limit to how many tripwires can be placed at once. Careful not to run into your own tripwires. Yeah, for all the idiots out there. Enemies that trigger the tripwire will receive shock damage as well as shock buildup, indicated by an icon above them. When the buildup icon is full, enemies will become shocked for a limited time. Enemies cannot move while in the shock state and are vulnerable to critical strike melee attacks. Use focus to scan enemies and see if they are strong or weak against shock attacks.
Stash this away for later.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end off this episode. In the next episode, we are going to continue our journey and try and find Aaron, and reunite our ship, Aloy and Aaron. But for now, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button.